Welcome, beautiful yogis, to our Kundalini yoga class today. Today we're going to be doing a kriya called the Woman Set. This is a great set for women. It helps to keep the spine, organs, and the nervous system healthy. And it's also good for the female organs, releasing tension in the ovaries. And this set can build confidence and strength and radiance and keep us youthful and graceful. This is a lovely short Kundalini yoga set for women. So we will start by tuning in, just sitting with a tall spine, chest is out, chin is in, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows, and we'll tune in with the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. I bow to the divine wisdom within. Just creating some heat in the palms and bringing the hands into prayer pose at the heart center and taking in a deep cleansing breath here, holding the breath and releasing the breath and inhaling to begin the audio mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhaling deeply here, holding the breath, pressing the palms firmly in towards each other, energizing the heart chakra. And exhale, relaxing the hands down. So we'll just come into our first posture for the Woman Set Kriya, and we'll come sitting on the heels in rock pose. And just relaxing in this position. We're just going to come into long, deep breathing here. So if you're not comfortable on the sitting on the heels, you can also sit in easy pose. Just sitting with a tall spine, palms up, shoulders relaxed down, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows. And we're going to come into long, deep belly breaths here. So we're inhaling deeply into the belly, then the mid portion of the lungs, then the upper portion of the lungs. So full inhalation. And then exhaling from the upper portion to mid portion, then to pull in the navel to exhale out any remaining air. So just fully expand the belly and the lungs on the inhale and full exhalation on the exhale. So the eyelids are closed down, eyes are focused at the spiritual eye between the eyebrows. Just breathing long and deep here. We'll add mantra if you'd like. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my vibration, truth is my identity. The mantra helps to deepen the focus here. So last minute, long deep breathing. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. And inhaling deeply, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows, holding the breath here, and we'll squeeze Mula Bandha root lock, squeezing rectum, sex organs, and navel, squeezing the energy from the base of the spine to the top of the head, holding the breath, squeeze and consolidate. And exhale, relax. And here we're going to come into life nerve stretch. So extending the legs out in front. Toes are pointing up towards the sky. We're inhaling up to the sky, hinging forward from the hips, just grabbing the toes, shins or knees. So if you are grabbing the toes, just pulling the toes towards you and pushing the thumbs into the toenails and just pulling forward, elongating the spine, bringing the chest towards the knees. Just coming into long, deep belly breaths here. Full inhalation, full exhalation, focusing at the spiritual eye between the eyebrows. Inhaling set, exhaling non. This is a great posture to do anytime you're feeling that you need a little bit more balance. If your energy seems off, just come into this posture for a minute with long, deep breathing. It's very helpful. And inhaling up, exhaling forward, holding the breath out here briefly. And gently inhaling, coming back up. And we'll make our way onto the knees and get ready to come into our next posture. We're going to be coming into camel here. So, for camel, an option if you're not comfortable in the full posture is just supporting the low back with the hands, and we're inhaling with a slight back bend, lifting the heart towards the sky, just relaxing the head back so the legs are perpendicular to the mat. If you'd like to come into the full posture, it's coming down, holding onto the heels here, just pressing the hips forward, just coming into long, deep breathing here. So focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows. Inhaling set, exhaling nam. Truth is my vibration. Truth is my identity. This is good for the heart chakra and throat chakra. Also releases tension in the ovaries. About 30 more seconds here. Just breathing long and deep. And slowly coming up out of the posture, and we'll come back up and come onto the back and get ready to come into our next posture. So this next posture is shoulder stand. If you're used to shoulder stand, if you're new to shoulder stand, I wouldn't recommend doing it today, but there is an alternate that you can do. It's legs up the wall, so just bringing the legs perpendicular to the mat here and just holding this posture. If you are comfortable in shoulder stand, we'll get ready to come up into shoulder stand here. So just gently rolling up, legs up over the body, then straightening the legs, bringing the legs perpendicular to the mat, supporting the low back with the hands. The chin is at the chest. You might want to shimmy the elbows in a little bit. And we're focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows here. So we're inhaling long, deep breaths. Inhaling sat, exhaling on. Truth is my vibration, truth is my identity. Just focusing on the mantra. This is a wonderful posture for our thyroid gland and the throat. Thyroid gland helps us to maintain our youthfulness and our beauty and our vitality. Also relaxing the internal organs. Just breathing long and deep. center will slowly come up out of the posture. And then just gently rolling up and getting ready to come into our next posture, which will be slowly coming up into standing and starting at the base of the mat here. We're just going to step our right foot forward about 3 to 4 feet. So the knee will be over the ankle, left toes pointing towards the left, both arms out in front, parallel to the mat, bringing the fingers to the pads of the palms, making the hands into fists with the thumbs up. So we're just going to, as if we're pulling the string of a bow, take that left hand and pull that string of the bow across the right arm and across the chest, and just staring into that right thumbnail. So just breathing long and deep here, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam, staring into that thumbnail and beyond. Just feeling your strength, your grace, your determination. Inhaling deeply, holding the breath here, holding the posture, just feeling the strength, your strength in this posture, holding here a few more seconds. And exhale, relaxing back, and we'll switch legs here. So right toes pointing out towards the right, stepping forward about 3 to 4 feet here. Left knee over the left ankle, both hands out, stretching out in front, fingertips to the pads of the palms, thumbs up, hands and fists. So this time we'll be pulling that bowstring with the right hand across the left arm. And holding here, staring into that left thumbnail and beyond. Feeling your inner power, your confidence, your strength. And inhaling deeply, holding the breath, holding the posture. Exhale, just stepping out of the posture here, and we'll come sitting on the heels and come into baby pose and just get a reverse stretch for the low back. And just bringing the forehead to the mat, palms up by your side. And we'll just rest here for about a minute, total relaxation. Just inhaling Slowly lifting up out of the posture. And we'll come here onto the tummy for our next posture. So just coming onto the tummy, and we're going to come extending the arms, palms up by your side, and we're just going to press the thighs into the mat and just lifting the chest off the mat, reaching the arms back, grabbing the ankles. And here we're just going to lift up, lifting the head, chest and the heels off the mat, and just coming into long, deep breathing here for a minute. So focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows, or spiritual eye. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Just about 20 more seconds here. And inhaling, holding the breath, kicking the heels up a little bit higher, lifting the chest a little higher. And exhale, slowly back to the mat and extending the legs onto the mat. And here's taking a couple of breaths, relaxing. And here we're going to come into our next posture, into locust pose. So we're going to make the hands into fists and just placing them under the hips here. And keeping the chin on the mat, we're just going to lift the legs off the mat here. So just coming into long, deep breathing. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Inhaling deeply, holding the posture, holding the breath briefly. And relaxing the legs down to the mat. And just removing the hands. And here we're going to press up into our next posture. And so we're going to come onto the hands and knees and get ready to come into cow. So palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the chin, focus at the brow point between the eyebrows, and just hold cow here, breathing long and deep. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. deeply here, holding the breath briefly, focusing at the brow point. And here we're going to exhale into cat, pressing the navel towards the sky, bringing the chin to the chest, and just holding cat here. Breathing long and deep. About 20 more seconds here. And inhaling deeply, holding the breath briefly. And releasing, relaxing down. And we'll come into our final posture for this Kriya, and we're going to be using breath of fire for this next posture. So breath of fire, just panting like a dog through the nose. The navel is the bellows. So powerful panting, the navel moving the breath, not sniffing, but letting the navel move the breath. So we'll come here into stretch pose. So just pointing the fingers at the toes, lifting up. So you could either stay here with the heels on the mat or one heel at a time, or lifting both heels off the mat for the full posture. We'll begin breath of fire. Last 20 seconds, powerful breath of fire. Inhale. And exhale. Relax into Shavasana on the back. Total relaxation here. Feeling the energy flow in the body. taking a deep breath into the body and releasing the breath, and we'll begin to wiggle the toes and fingers and rotating the wrists and the ankles, rubbing the palms together and the soles of the feet together. Stretching the arms up overhead, doing a little cat stretch side to side. And then just rolling up here. And I hope you enjoyed the practice today, the woman's set. I hope you're feeling invigorated, strong, energized. And thank you for practicing with me. And we'll close with one long Sat Nam. Truth is my vibration. Truth is my identity. Just creating some heat in the palms. Bringing the hands into prayer pose at the heart center. Inhaling deeply. Sat Nam. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for practicing with me, and shine your light big and bright and beautiful. Sat Nam. Namaste.